good, everybody? How y'all doing? Sorry we started off a little bit late tonight. We're going to get back on track. Once again, it's your favorite time of the week, favorite 2 hours or hour and 45 minutes, favorite hour and 45 minutes of your week. I am your host, Marcus the Alphabets, and you are watching the Alphabets Football Talk Show. And like usual, I'd like to start off the show introducing my lovely co-host, Miss Ramona Diehard Dies up in the house. Mona, what's good?
Oh, not much. Just
It's that
hanging
time.
out. Looking forward to this show.
It's that time again. It's that time again. I got two guests tonight. I got Dallas Oliver in the house, the real Slim Shady. What's going on? What's going on, Dallas?
I was ready
There
to
you
talk
go.
some football.
I got the baby face assassin up in the house, and then last but not least, I got Robert Randall, KC Chiefs. I got Bobby Beta up in the house. What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, guys?
All right, glad to have you guys. Everybody out there, please make sure you're liking and sharing the show. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're here, guys. We made it. We made it through a pandemic, murder hornet, damn near economy crashing, but we're here. And we're gonna talk about some a little bit more pleasant. So here we go. As usual, you all know that I like to start off with the news. There's been a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. Everybody, tomorrow, I believe by noon, by 2 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I just know it's tomorrow. For end of business day tomorrow, all the teams have to be down to 53 players on their team. But a lot of people started cutting, getting their final cuts down, and also announcing starters. And one of the first starters that we found out about was Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins, I always want to say the former name of the team, the Washington football team. Dwayne Haskins, former Ohio State standout. I guess he beat out Alex Smith and everybody else, and Ron Rivera is going to roll with him. I guess they have a lot of confidence in this guy. They said he had a great camp, and he was a first-round pick. They brought the kid in from Carolina that was with Ron Rivera in Carolina. They brought him in. They still had Alex Smith. He was cleared. He's 100%, but they're going to roll with this guy. Do we think this guy could do something? I'm going to start with you, Dallas. What do you think about Dwayne Haskins winning that starting job?
Well, I don't know. I was a little bit surprised. Obviously, you don't have the same insight as the coach of the team when you're looking at him every day in practice, and he knows what he wants. I think it's great for Haskins that he's going to start, and I hope he proves himself better than last year. He could have a better season, this being his second, year with Washington, but I'm looking at a new coach, probably going to be changing up the offensive scheme a little, so there might be more of a learning curve, just like last year. I might have gone with a veteran in that case, because they tend to pick up a new playbook or a new scheme or coach change quicker than a young player or a rookie. So I was kind of thinking maybe even Kyle Allen would have had the starting job or Alex Smith, but this could be good for Washington. I still think they're not going to have a great season, but you'll probably see some independent growth from Haskins alone because he still has Terry McLaurin, and they had a good chemistry last year.
Okay. What do you think, Bob? What you think?
Talk to me, buddy.
What do you think? What do you think about Dwayne Haskins winning that job? What's your thoughts on that? How do you think he'll do?
Honestly, I think he ends up losing the job. I don't think it's going to go well. To just piggyback off Dallas with the learning curve, a little bit of changes on the offense, I think it hampers them a little bit. Somebody else is going to be stepping in, whether it's Alex or Kyle, I don't know, but I think he ends up losing the job, to be honest. I'm not sold on him.
Not sold on him. Okay, Mona, what do you think?
Well, I think they threw him in there last year and kind of threw him into the wolves, so to speak. Um, I, I think he's going to do well. I think he does well with this team. I don't know about some of the moves they've made as of today, but I guess we'll see what happens. But I think I like him. I like him. I always have. Um, I think we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I don't think he loses his job.
Look, he's under tremendous pressure. I don't think they did him any. I don't think they did him any favors by getting rid of some of the players. We're gonna talk about some of the other moves they made. A couple of weeks ago they got rid of Darius Guys. They got rid of the left tackle who went to the 49ers. So we'll see. To me, he's the worst quarterback in the division. I still would take Danny Dimes over him. He's definitely not better than Carson Wentz or Dak Prescott. So I think they got an uphill battle, and that's just what I see from that. But we'll see what happens. Next, this was probably the biggest news of the week. We saw it coming. I saw it coming. I've been talking about this forever. It seems to me like Jacksonville's having a fire sale over there. They're getting rid of everybody. Last time I looked, they had 6 former first-round picks. They just got rid of Ramsey and AJ Bouye and now Leonard Fournette. He's found a new home. They got rid of him. Just got rid of him. I don't know what's going on down there in Jacksonville. It seems, in the words of my good friend, shout out to my man Devon, the professional. I think to me, it's looking like they're tanking for Trevor. That's what it seems like. But I think them getting rid of him and him going to Tampa Bay, I think this was a great move. I think that this was a great move. I think this puts a lot of pressure on Ronald Jones, who did absolutely nothing last year. I think Shady McCoy's, I think he's nearly done. You got a 24-year-old workhorse back who's got a lot to prove, and he's got weapons all around him. You got Tom Brady, you got Mike Evans, you got Godwin, you got Gronk, you got O.J. Howard. This guy here, if he can't succeed up here, and then you got a good coach in Bruce Arians, I think this guy's going to flourish. I think it's a perfect fit for him. Now it's just, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this opportunity? So, Ricky Bobby, what do you think about this? What do you think about this move?
I don't think it's a bad move for the team. Be honest, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense to me. I don't know. I don't know where exactly. Honestly, a lot of what I'm thinking is like, I wonder what's going on with Shady. I wonder why the Chiefs did what they did, because he made some big plays and they were kind of utilizing him sparingly, but they're utilizing him, and then it just stopped. They weren't talking about him. They weren't talking about what he was doing, and then they picked then he moved to that team, and it just kind of went quiet. I don't know. I always wondered what's going on there, but I don't think he's going to be a factor there.
What do you think? What do you think, Dallas?
Well, I'll just start off with the LaShawn McCoy bit that Robert ended with. What happened is he got old. It's just like he passed his prime for a running back, and they were utilizing him sparingly because of his age. And it was more of a running back by committee fit, which he was in. He was no longer the workhorse type back that could tote it 25 times and take another 10 passes like in Philly or Buffalo. And that's why he went to Tampa. And I think Fournette's going to be a great fit down there with him, because you now have the 4 or 5 running backs on your roster. You now have the ability to mix and match if you want the edge speed with Ronald Jones or Keyshawn Vaughn, or you want the pass catching with LaShawn McCoy, which he still can do. And then you have The outside, you have the bruising inside power. Kind of reminds me of LeGarrette Blount when his days with the Patriots, Fournette's running style. And he gives you that workhorse goal line power back that we know Brady is so fond of having when he had a guy like Blount. So I think it's going to be a tremendous fit.
Mona, I know you were a little upset. You were talking about maybe you wanted him over in Pittsburgh. What do you think about
I'd have took him in Pittsburgh in a heartbeat. I'd give 2 of my running backs up for him. Not a joke. I absolutely think that I think they're trying to buy a championship. I think they're trying to build a team around Tom Brady. I think that Fournette absolutely helps that team tremendously. You all know how I feel about Bruce Arians. I thought he was going to be the head coach until they brought Tomlin to coach. I think that he'll be a great fit. I still worry about their offensive line. I still worry about their defense. I don't think that we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. I mean, they went from a quarterback who led the league in last year, who had quite a bit of control of the clock on offense, so the defense didn't have to be out there all day long. But I'm not sold on that defense. I'm just not sold on the defense. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get Tom Brady another ring in Tampa. So we'll just have to wait and see. You want to read some comments, or you want to wait till you finish?
I will. No. Let's see here. Yuri Barrow says Dwayne Haskins time. I hope he can live up to expectations. Welcome to the show, Des Cartier. Ron Rivera is smart. He's not going to just throw Alex in there right away, even though Alex is cleared. Has Haskins learned the playbook? Adrian Autry. Dalton says, it was a surprise, to be honest. He didn't have his O-line and receivers. Don't get me wrong. Terry McLaurin, he's good, but he doesn't have a tight end. Besides Alex mentoring Haskins, Des Cartier, Yuri, he seemed born ready since last season. It sure was late. He didn't look very ready last year. James Woodcock says Alex Smith will start by week 6. He lost Trent Williams, Dalton. Jonathan, no Adrian Peterson. Tampa's coming. Tito, I'm going to kick y'all's butt in fantasy football. We'll see about that. James Woodcock, look at Jacksonville and Indianapolis roster from 2 years ago. Both teams have changed so much and young, and it's going to be a difference. Ron Thomas, it looks like Tampa's trying to buy a Super Bowl. Well, we've seen this before where teams try to go out and get a whole bunch of talent. We've seen the Eagles back in the day, their dream team. So you still have to have chemistry, and you still got to get that chemistry. And I think that's going to I think it actually kind of hurts teams that are trying to come together when you have no preseason, you have no preseason games, but we will see. But continue on with the theme of fire sales in Jacksonville. They got rid of another really good player, Yannick Ngakoue. They got rid of him finally. It seems like everybody wants the hell out of Jacksonville. You saw Ramsey and A.J. Bouye and Calais Campbell's, and then Blake Bortles. He could have actually left. That's no big loss. But, I mean, you've seen a lot of really good players leave, and this is just the latest in the long line. I think this sets up, though, for Josh Allen. Josh Allen, the defensive end, not the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. Him and Calebon Chason. I think this pretty much solidifies them being your new pass rushers in Jacksonville. But I think Yannick goes and he takes that place of Everson Griffin, who went to Dallas. I think he moves right in and takes that defensive end spot, becomes their primary pass rusher over there. And he basically got out of there, gets to go to a contender, because I don't think that Jacksonville wins. I don't think that Jacksonville – what – real quick, everybody. What's Jacksonville's record next year? Just real quick.
2-14.
2-14? Mona?
No, I have them like 4-12.
4-12. Ricky Bobby, what you got?
Well, Ramona just took mine, so I'll go 5.
I don't think that they went. I don't think that
generous.
I think they're 3-13, 4-12 next year, and I will be winning a jersey. But
Well,
yeah,
with that
man,
division, I think they could easily steal a game or two.
I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Their defense is decimated. They've given away every good player that they've had. All of their good players are like rookie or second year players, and your quarterback. They've had a fire sale down there. I really think that they're tanking for Trevor. So good luck down there in Duval County. Hey, good luck. And last thing, next thing I want to talk about was Adrian Peterson, good old AP. He got released today by the Washington football team, the WFT. You got to say that right. That could get real bad. The Washington football team, they got rid of him today. I guess they're going to roll with the guys that they had. They got rid of Darius Geis. They got rid of, they got rid of Darius Geis. So I don't know who's left in the roster. Bryce Love, I think.
JD
and they
McKissick.
picked up a kid. JD McKissick. Yeah, that'll strike a lot. I'd like to see him go off in the sunset. He's number 10 all time in the leading rusher. I think he's like around 12,000 yards. I don't think he'll ever catch Emmitt Smith. I don't think he'll ever catch Frank Gore in their plant. They're both active players. I'd like to see him go somewhere, maybe Houston, in a backup role, move back to Texas, be a backup to maybe David Johnson and Duke Johnson. I think that'd be a nice move for him. But I think pretty much his days of being a featured starter, I think that's done. And really, they drafted Darius Geis to kind of be that guy, but he got in on that, kind of called him out of retirement. So I think that's pretty much his last time being like a full-time starter. So we'll see what happens with that.
We have Tito asking
our two bad boys.
All right,
our two bad boys. They've been in a lot.
Was it? Can y'all not hear me?
What? I can hear you. Go ahead.
I was just saying Tito was asking about Ricky Bobby's name.
Hey, you ain't first, you're last. If you're not to sound
I use another Facebook alias, so when I jump on here, you don't see Robert. You'll see my wife's name, Laura. I've been trying to pop back in here. I had certain issues and stuff pop up over the last year, but I'm back, kind of trying to trickle back in here. Ramona remembers me. I know Marcus probably didn't invite me to this year's fantasy football because he knew I was coming for that revenge.
Oh,
But I'm back. Big Chiefs fan, and very happy and thankful to be on the show tonight. Thanks, guys.
Well, just for the record, when you address me, you will address me as champion. That's champion to you. Anyways,
I guess Bobby Beta works even for that way too.
Right. So we have our two residential bad boys. Everybody, all of the big names that were suspended, they got reinstated today. You have Josh Gordon. I think we all know about his issues. Seattle picked him back up to a 1-year deal, and then Mr. Randy Gregory, he got reinstated today, a few hours ago. So best of luck to these guys. The NFL has kind of relaxed the marijuana rules, and I just hope these guys can get back on track. I hate to see wasted talent. I hate to see people squander opportunities. Hopefully this year, they're able to get through this and be productive players. And last but not least with the news, Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen has to be the most unlucky quarterback in the NFL. Like, this guy cannot get a break. And look, I've seen a lot of people talking about he's a bust. He's a bust. Oh man, this guy, how do we know he's a bust? This guy does not get a chance. You get drafted in the first round by the Arizona Cardinals. You barely get to play. You barely get to play. And then, you're going to come in there, you're going to replace Carson Palmer. You don't get a chance to play. Then y'all have a terrible season, and then you get traded. And then they draft Kyler Murray. Then you get traded to the Dolphins. The Dolphins bring in Ryan Fitzpatrick. You don't get a chance to play. You have an all right seat. They have an all right season, and then they draft Tua. So now you're just like stuck in limbo. Like, can somebody? I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart. Can somebody please give this guy a job and like keep him? Somebody. I'm just asking you. This is just a small favor. So that's the news and notes. So next week is the start of the season. Everybody's happy. We're happy. It's football season. I didn't think we'd ever get here, and I think the NFL was very fortunate to get to see what happened to the other leagues. They basically missed out on the bulk of the pandemic and everything that was going on. They got to learn from baseball. They got to learn from hockey. They got to learn from the NBA. So, the NFL's kind of benefited from that. So next week, Thursday, first game of the season, KC versus Houston.
I have to read a comment. Cheeto says, dude, they can play high. Gordon's fitting to break all kind of records.
Well, he said that he played high his whole time when he was in at Baylor. So, now that marijuana is not a big thing, they let you know whenever they're coming through, and you can't get suspended for marijuana. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't. I hope that these guys can. You want these guys to succeed off the field too. So we wish them the best of luck. But we got the first game of the season. KC versus Houston. This was a rematch of last year's playoff game, wasn't it? A rematch of that, and we got the two young stud quarterbacks, the best two quarterbacks of the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. And I just want to know, before we get to the prediction and all that stuff, who do we think this season is going to have who do we think is going to have a better season? And I'll start off with you, Dallas. What do you think? Who has a better season this year?
Mahomes all the way.
The $500 million man? The $500 million man, huh?
I mean, you put him up against any of the other 31 QBs, Watson included, I think he's going to have the best season in the league at all of them. He's got next to Brady, he's got the best weapons. He's coming off the championship. He's got the continuity with Andy Reid. He's got his extension. Reid's going to get his extension. The familiarity is there. Still got Kelsey, still got Hill. Everything's set up for him to succeed for a long time.
Okay. Well, this is your time to shine, Ricky Bobby. I think I know your answer here, but do you care to elaborate on? I think I see your answer here.
Mahomes, I'm the best in the game right now.
My name is.
Wow.
I think it's going to be a great game. I really do, but I don't understand what's going on with Hopkins being traded away. But I wonder if people are going to sleep on the Texans a little bit with that. I think it will be a good game. I got a feeling that the Chiefs defense is going to start slow again this year. So we might see a good back and forth game next Thursday, but I definitely think the Chiefs will come away with it. I honestly think we can win maybe 8 first 9 games. I really do. I think the Chiefs, with the number of players that we're able to keep, especially starters from the Super Bowl, the way we're able to structure contracts, and the Chiefs the Chiefs have done so well structuring that and doing that we're so good into the future. We got big key players, that chemistry, that cohesiveness, that understanding, knowing what the other players doing, what's going on is going to show up huge next Thursday.
Okay. What do you think, Mona?
Well, I think that, not a normal training camp, not a preseason to work some dust bunnies off these players. I think you could see very well an upset. That's just my opinion, but I don't think I'm the only one out there having that opinion. I think that the Chiefs win this game. I think it'll be a good game. Any football game is going to be a good game. Come on, because we really didn't know if we were going to have a season anyway. So, but I think Kansas City wins this game. But we know when you have a shortened preseason and not a regular training camp, beginning of the seasons usually benefit the offense. The offense usually has a better game than the defense does. Defensively, it takes them a while to get back into the game. Offensively, I think honestly, the offense is going to be atrocious this year with the Chiefs. So, but it wouldn't bother me to see an upset. Sorry. Sorry, Ricky Bobby.
You said the Chiefs' offense is going to be atrocious?
Like nasty looking, just badass. Atrocious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look,
not atrocious as in bad. I'm not saying bad.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, wow.
They're going to be
come off the chain.
Yeah.
They're going to be just nasty, I think.
Look, I'm trying to think back to certain offenses that I've seen throughout history, and I've been watching football a long time. When you look back through some of the offenses,
I'm gonna have to. I gotta call out Yuri Burroughs. Hush, Yuri. This opener may be like last season's opener. He's talking about his Patriots against my Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, I just see.
That was just not nice. Not nice.
I mean, look,
Ramona eat a Mater sandwich again.
Oh, that's Buck player. He's gonna like me. If he watches the whole show, he's gonna like me here soon too.
I mean, I'm trying to look back at some of the best offenses I've seen throughout history, and we've seen some pretty prolific offenses throughout history. You look at the '98 Vikings. You look at Air Coryell, Chargers back in the day. You look at the Rams, greatest show on turf. You look at Peyton Manning with the Colts, and then his first couple of years with the Broncos. The points, he was 55 touchdowns, and 2007 Patriots. This Chiefs team, they impress me. And I'm not easily impressed. When you look at all of the weapons and the personnel that they have on there, my football coach used to have a saying: when you play these guys, you've got to defend every blade of grass.
Every blade.
They have speed everywhere. You look at, they can hit you at any time, and then their best player is probably their best special teams player, because Tyreek Hill's also a punt returner. So you look, he plays wide receiver and kick return. If he can't get you in the offense, you punt the ball to him. He can take off on you and score quick. You see, even when they're down, they're not out. They could be down 14, 17 points and still come back. We've seen that from them numerous times. You see how even in the Super Bowl, that 49ers defense was incredible, and they held them down for most of the game. And then they can just explode at any time, and I think that's what makes them so dangerous. And you look at even their, you got one of the top 2 tight ends in the league. You got the best one of the top 2. Some people say Lamar Jackson. Some people say Patrick Mahomes. Personally, for me, I'll take Patrick Mahomes over him. You look at, their wide receiver core. All of them can run 4.2s, 4.3s. Travis Kelce. Then you get the kid, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who they picked with the last pick in the round that won me $100, by the way, Kellen Lane. And it's they're going to be a problem. And then you got a coach who knows how to employ them. So it's going to be really interesting to see. I think Kansas City wins this game. I think I think we're looking at an all-time team. I really do believe that, and we'll see. It's like Bill Parcells used to say, don't put them in Canton just yet. Don't give them the gold jacket just yet. But Patrick Mahomes is one of his talent is just incredible. And I know there's a lot of teams right now looking back, Chicago Bears, looking back and kicking themselves for passing over this guy. But their loss is y'all's gain. So
you want to read some of the comments before we go into the next section?
I do. Let's see here. Let's see here. James Woodcock, Chiefs will beat Houston, but close because of the 25% fans and no tomahawk chant neither. Chiefs win 23-13. James Woodcock. Yuri Barros, this opener may be like last season opener. James Woodcock, Houston has no defense of secondary. Patrick Mahomes will have 345 yards and 2 touchdowns. Buck Claire says, got Mahomes on both my fantasy leagues so far, 1 left. Dez Cartier, Hill is not a top 10 receiver. Yeah, well, Dez Cartier, I'll tell you this. If you believe that, then he said that Tyreek Hill is not a top 10 receiver. If you believe that, then well, then you come on and we're gonna have a fantasy league, and you just leave him up there and see how fast he gets drafted. Dalton says, I think Texas defense are going to be in trouble. J.J. Watt can't stay healthy. Linebackers are questionable. Secondary suspect. In one league, got Mahomes, Hill, Cooper, and Aaron Rodgers on the bench. James Woodcock, my question is, when is Houston going to give Watson a running back to take pressure off of him? I think they did that with David Johnson. I mean, David Johnson, they ran him out of Arizona, but I guess they think they got something with him. 4 touchdowns.
The Cardinals got the better of the deal on that one.
Easily.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Right.
Listen, they walked away from that deal like they had won the friggin' lottery.
Hey, I'll give you my house, my car, and my life savings for a bag of jelly beans. How about that? That's basically what they did. Yes. And Dalton Smith says Chiefs win 42-17. I don't know about. I'm thinking. Give me a score real quick. Give me a score to this game.
31-24.
31-24. Ricky Bobby?
Sorry. I want to say like 41-34 maybe.
What do you got, Dallas? Give me a score. Give me a final score.
34-17 Kansas City.
I'm gonna say 38 to 28. I'll say 38-28. All right, so
I can't think of his name, but don't forget that Chiefs corner isn't playing first 4 games.
Rashad Breeland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, your defense isn't that good, but your offense put so much. And me and Ramona, we just like Dallas was saying, we went back and forth for about an hour on this about offense and defense. I just think that you have some teams that their offense is their defense. Like Tony Stark, Iron Man said in Avengers, "Hey, Cap, we don't have a plan." He goes, "I have a plan. We don't have a plan of attack." He goes, I have a plan, attack." And that's what Kansas City does. It's like they don't really care about defense. We're going to put up a bunch of points.
I don't know about that.
We're going to put up so much pressure on you, and then if you get down to Kansas City, they will just run you out of the stadium. And now they got this kid, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I thought that they should have drafted Jonathan Taylor myself. They decided maybe they figured it was a better scheme. So we'll see.
Can I add on that real quick, Marcus?
Huh?
Can I add on that real quick?
Go ahead.
I don't necessarily agree with you, to be honest. Offense is our big strong suit, and I'll give that to you. But I would not say Kansas City doesn't care about defense. Like I was saying earlier, they got a defense that will make plays and stops in certain situations to help the team. Look at the moves they made. They let players like D Ford go that have a decent career ahead of them and went after Frank Clark. We're keeping Chris Jones. Went and got Tyrann Mathieu. Let Eric Berry go last year. I mean, they're obviously trying to make changes. Spags is doing a great job. And you got to think this is going to be a second year. I really think this defense is going to be surprising. I think it's going to be better than last year. I think it starts off slow. But this defense is going to be a very disciplined defense. It's going to be similar to a Bill Belichick defense, I think. Maybe not scheme-wise, but in the way it runs. Everybody does their job. They know their role. They play to the system, and I think this defense is going to surprise you. I really do.
Okay.
Well, will it be a mid-2000s Bill Belichick defense, or will it be an early 03-04 Belichick defense? Because those have been very different.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I'm really interested to see what they do on the defensive side of the ball. But let's not kid ourselves. People come to watch Kansas City put up 45, 50 points a game. That's really when you make your quarterback the highest paid player in history, in the 100-year history of the league. I think that tells you how important they think that Patrick Mahomes is. They didn't hesitate or anything. This guy, he's the real deal, and they got him surrounded with some pretty damn good players for a little while. So all off season we've been making predictions, and right after the draft, in between the draft and what we thought was going to be preseason and training camp, me and Ramona, we did 8 shows, 2 months worth of shows, and we did division by division. Remember that, Ramona? 8 weeks of shows, 8 weeks of shows where we broke down every division. And what I want to do, because like I always say, hindsight's always 20/20. We're going to do this again, and I love having things on video because I like receipts. I like to have receipts because people make predictions, and I really like to see how close or how far people get away from their predictions. So we're going to go through each division, all 8 divisions. Don't get too long-winded. We're going to break down each division one last time before the real bullets start flying. And we're going to, and I want to know, because I'm going to write this down, and we're going to come back in a few months, and we're going to revisit this. And some people have to eat crow. So we're going to start with the AFC West. I'm going to write this down. Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders. Who's the last team?
Broncos, Raiders, Chargers.
Broncos. Dallas. I need you to give me the final record of each team in the AFC West. Ready, set, go.
All right. Kansas City, 12-4. Chargers, Chargers, 8-8. Vegas Raiders 6-10, and Broncos 5-11.
Okay. Go ahead, Ricky Bobby.
All right. Obviously, you know who I'm picking to win the division. I would probably go like Dallas with 12-4, but I think 13-3, 14-2 is achievable. I really, really do.
Give me a
I'll go
number so I can write
13-3.
it down.
I'll go 13-3.
I need
I
a
was getting there,
number.
Ramona. Give me a second.
13.
Believe it or not, the Raiders are a 10-win team this year. I think they go 10-6. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I really do.
6 for the Raiders.
Okay.
Okay, Chargers.
I would actually put the Broncos at 7-9, and I would put. I'm serious. I don't think the Chargers do well. I think they get 5-6 wins. I'll go 6-10.
6-10 for the Chargers. Okay.
All right, Marcus.
Ramona,
No, your turn. I go last.
you want me to? Are you gonna keep this?
I go last. Oh, I'm writing them down.
Okay. For me, for the Chiefs, I'm gonna go 12-4 with the Chiefs too. It's always hard. I'm gonna go 12-4 for the Chiefs. For the Chargers, I'm gonna say 5-11 for the Chargers. I'm gonna say 9-7 for the Raiders, and I'm gonna say 9-7 for the Broncos.
Okay, hold on. What'd you say for the Raiders?
For the Raiders, I said 9-7.
Broncos?
Broncos 9-7 also.
And Chargers.
And Chargers, I'm saying 5-11.
Wow. That's crazy. I've got KC going 13-3.
Okay.
I have Broncos going 8-8.
Okay.
I have the Raiders going 7-9.
7
And I
9.
have the Chargers going 5-11.
That's what I got for them too. Okay. All right. Moving on. We're gonna jump over to the
Let's do the
AFC
You know, let's get the AFC.
the Patriots. Okay. Patriots, Jets, Dolphins,
And Bills.
Dallas, go.
All right, can I ruffle some feathers here? The Bills are not winning the division. We're going to go with the Patriots at 11-5. Even before all the opt-outs with Jarrett Stidham as their starting quarterback, I said Patriots 11-5.
Okay.
Still sticking with it.
So with what did you say for the Bills?
The Bills will be go 9-7.
Ooh.
Wow, not even as good as last year, huh?
I do not believe in Josh Allen. I don't. They don't have a guy who can hit the targets.
You're so
Homer, freaking Homer.
56% completion percentage. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, Jets.
Jets, 7-9 last year when Darnold was out a bunch of weeks. I think they can hit 8-8 this year. I think they're right on Buffalo's tail.
And Dolphins.
6-10.
All right.
And Patriots? And what did you say for the Patriots? 11-5?
11-5.
Wow. Okay. Go ahead, Ricky Bobby.
So everybody's starting off with the team they think will win the division, right?
Well, no, you don't have to. You just do it.
Okay.
Patriots.
The Miami Dolphins. Go 4-12. I got. Hold on. I got. I'm going to have to say. You know what? I'm going to go with the Bills. The Bills at 10-6, and I believe. Honestly, I want to put the Bills and the Patriots both at 10-6.
Okay.
Patriots as well, huh? Okay.
And the
And what about the Jets?
Oh, yeah. To be honest, that team just. I'll go. 6-10.
6-10 for the Jets.
All right, Marcus.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the. Jeez, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm gonna lose this bet. I got the Bills going. I got the Bills going 10-6. You know what? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say Patriots and Bills both 10-6. Jets. The Jets have no receivers. I'm gonna say 5-11 for the Jets, and I'm gonna say 7-9 for the Dolphins.
Wow. Are you looking at my paper? Is there a camera in my house? Okay.
You
I
got the
actually-
same thing?
Well, no. I had the Bills winning that division. 12.
Everybody check for bugs. Marcus got us all bugged.
I Belichicked your house before
I
the
have
show.
the Bills winning that division 12-4. I have the Patriots going in 10-6.
And that's a Patriot fan that just went there, everybody.
I have the Dolphins going 7-9. And I have the Jets going 6-10.
Man, you're all nicer than I am.
Oh wow.
Hey, Matthew, good to see you. I'm glad you could make it.
Sorry I'm
What's
late,
going on?
everybody. I got called into work at the last minute.
If you want, give me AFC West your picks.
AFC West, my pick.
Yeah,
Like
the
the
Chiefs,
predictions?
Chargers, Raiders, and Broncos.
Right, like my predictions, what the records are going to be?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the Chiefs going, let's do 13-3.
Okay.
I got the Raiders doing 9-7. Broncos 7-9. And I say the Chargers take a bad fall, and I'm going to go 5-11.
The Chargers 5-11.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Give me your Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, and Bills.
Okay, so I'm going to get the Bills with 10-6, the Patriots 7-9, the Dolphins 6-10, and the Jets 3-13.
Okay. That way we're all caught up now. Okay. AFC South.
Yeah. Colts, Titans, Texans, Jags. Dallas.
Let's say I'll go Titans. 12-4. Colts 10-6. Texans. Yeah, I'm really not sold on the Texans at all. Nothing they have impresses me. Bill O'Brien's horrible, so I'll go 6-10. And
Jag.
2-14 for Jacksonville.
Okay.
Okay.
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Sorry, guys. My daughter is amped up. I have to keep muting.
Okay.
Try to run through this real quick. I want to go. Man, I want to go Tennessee at 11-5. I'm going to go. Believe it or not, I'm trying to decide if I think the Colts will go 9 or 10 wins. I want to go with 9. I want to go with the Colts at 9 and 7. Put the Jags at 3 and 13. Texans. I want to go 7 and 9.
Okay. Marcus?
All right, Colts. I'm gonna go 11 and 5. Titans 10 and 6. Texans. I'm gonna go 8 and 8. And Jags. I'm gonna go 3 and 13.
Okay. I'm going to go Titans 10 and 6. Texans 9 and 7.
Wow.
Colts 8 and 8. And the Jags, I'm going 4 and 12. That's your up.
AFC North.
Colts, Titans, Texans, and Jags.
So this is my division, and I think we have the hardest schedule to face. So I'm going to go with the Colts 10 and 6. I think Tannehill shows up as like he did in Miami, and I'm going to say 9 and 7. I'm going to say the Texans 8 and 8, but I say all three of those make the playoffs, and I'm going to do the Jaguars 1 and 15.
Damn.
Yeah, they do. They're rebuild mode.
Man, that is harsh. That is harsh, but I mean,
Dude, they don't got
all
nobody.
right.
They have Miles
They
Jack.
really don't. They're hurting over there. All right, last division in the AFC North: Steelers, Browns, Bengals, Ravens. Dallas, go ahead.
All right. I'll go with the Ravens at 13 and 3. I'll go with the Browns in second place because I really do believe in them this year. They got a real coach. I think with their talent, I'll go 10 and 6, or well 9 and 7. 9 and 7. We'll temper that. Pittsburgh. Sorry, Ramona. I think it's going to be a tough one for them. I got 7 and 9. Their defense is good, but their offense is going to struggle. That's just, you can't rely on Big Ben. And the Bengals.
You can't rely on Big Ben. You can't rely on Big Ben?
With the injuries, no.
Okay.
And then the Bengals, a little bit of improvement. I'll go, I see 5 and 11 for them.
Okay. Ricky Bowie.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. I want to go the Ravens at 11 and 5. I want to go Steelers. You know what? I want to put the Steelers and the Browns both at 9 and 7.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking 5 or 6 wins for Cincinnati. They got a little bit of continuity there. I want to go with. We'll go ahead just to be a little different from Dallas. I'll go 6 and 10.
Okay. Marcus.
Ravens 11 and 5.
Sorry.
Steelers 10 and 6. Browns 10 and 6. Bengals 6 and 10.
Okay. I have Ravens going 12 and 4. Steelers 11-5. And this is on the premise that Big Ben is the quarterback and healthy. Just so you know. Otherwise, I'm looking at another, 8-8 season. Browns, I've got 8-8. Bengals, I have 5-11. And Matthew.
I say the Ravens take a step back because they're going to play the division leaders and a tougher schedule. So I say they go 10-6. I say the Steelers go 9-7. Just because the offense ain't quite there. The Browns 7-9, and the Bengals, I got their young team. I say 6-10.
Okay. And you're going to give me a second.
Okay.
Yourselves for a minute until I get this other page set up.
I just can't wait till we do the NFC East. You thought 1-15 for Jacksonville was harsh. Wait to hear my NFC East.
Ramona, while you're doing that, can you shoot me one of those commercials?
I sure can. Hold on just one sec. All right, guys. We've been doing shoes that we're going to be doing a raffle on, and you can go to the Rise Up family page and actually buy tickets through PayPal or credit card or debit card. And we have shown the Bills cleats, the customized Bills cleats. We've done the Philadelphia Eagles, and here are our new set of shoes. There you go. And Marcus,
that is the premiere for the Pittsburgh Steelers Rise Up Under Armour cleats. Guys, we got a bunch of other stuff coming. As Ramona stated, we have the Bills, the Eagles, and then we have the Steelers right now, and then we got some more stuff coming for you guys. So y'all make sure that Bills, Eagles, Pittsburgh, and then we got new stuff coming out. This is going to be coming out. Make sure y'all buy tickets for that. Buy more tickets you get, more chance you get to buy, and put them on display. Do whatever you want. It's really good stuff. Some really badass cleats. So be on the lookout for other stuff. Make sure you're tuning into the other Rise Up shows and go to the Rise Up page where you can get an opportunity to win these custom made cleats. Okay. So moving on, we're going to jump over to the NFC.
The NFC West.
Let's go NFC West. San Francisco, Arizona, Seattle, and who am I missing?
The Rams.
The Rams. All right, Dallas.
All right. I'm gonna go with Seattle wins the division at. I'll go 13-3 for them.
13-3 for Seattle.
Okay.
Wow.
They upgraded their defense a lot with Jamal Adams and Josh Gordon's back, 2 huge pieces. Niners, I think, take a step back because of the losses they took this offseason and the salary-wise. I will go 10-6. The Cardinals are almost there. I'll go 7-9 for them. And for the Rams, complete fall off. I think they're down to like 6-10.
Ricky Bobby, you're up. And you're on mute.
I couldn't get the bar to pop up, so I can unmute the stupid thing. Oh my gosh, sitting here beating the. Anyway, Seattle. I think Seattle is going to be one of the juggernauts in the NFC. I'm going to go 13-3. To be honest, I can see 3 teams in this division making the playoffs. I really do. I honestly think this division's on the rise. Let's see who I got second. Let's put the 49ers at 11-5. Arizona at 10-6.
Oh, wait. Who'd you say? 9-5?
11-5 for San Francisco.
Okay.
13-3 for Seattle. 10-6 for Arizona. And what do you have for the Rams?
7-9.
Marcus?
I got San Francisco. I think I agree with you. I think 3 teams come out of this division: San Francisco, Arizona, and Seattle. I got San Francisco at 11-5. I got Seattle at 11-5. I got Arizona at 10-6, and I got the Rams at 8-8.
I have Niners at 12-4, Seattle at 11-5, Cardinals are at 9-7, and the Rams at 6-10.
Okay.
All right, Matthew.
I say Seattle is 11-5. I say the Cardinals improved big time, offense and defense wise. So I say 10-6. That defense in San Francisco lost a lot of key players. The offense has a lot of issues with personalities. So I say they take a step back at 6-10 because they all also the Super Bowl loser usually takes a step back. So I say 6-10 with them, and then the Rams. Yeah, they lost too many key players. I take 4-12.
4-12. West. Go.
Next division.
Which one you will go with?
Next division will go NFC South: Bucks, Saints, Panthers, Falcons. Dallas.
All right. So I think we'll go with Tampa winning the division, number 1 seed in the NFC. I'm going Tampa 14-2.
Wow.
They're ridiculously loaded. When go the Saints, I think at 12-4. I think I don't have much faith in Atlanta at all, so I'm going to go with the Panthers in third at 5-11. And I'm going to give the Falcons their complete fall from grace since Super Bowl 51. I'm going to put them at 4-12.
Ooh.
Falcons are cooked.
All righty. All right, Ricky.
Wow.
All right. Sorry. Carolina at the bottom. 4-12. Let's do Atlanta 7-9. Man. Saints at 10-6, and the Bucks at 11-5.
All right, Marcus.
Bucks. I'm gonna go. I got them winning the division. I got the Bucks at 12-4. The Saints picking up Jadeveon Clowney. I got them at 11-5. I got the Falcons at 9-7, and I got the Panthers at 5-11.
Okay. And I want my drink. I have the Saints at 12-4. I have the Bucks at 11-5. I have the Falcons at 8-8. And I have the Panthers at 7-9. And I don't really think they'll win 7 games, but maybe. We'll just have to see. All right, Matthew.
So I got the Bucks going 12-4 because their schedule is pretty easy. Tampa Bay or the Saints 10-6. I'm gonna say the Falcons, even though they added Todd Gurley, I still think they go 6-10. And the Panthers, they're on the downfall. I'll say 5-11.
Okay.
North.
NFC.
Vikings, Bears, Lions, Packers. Dallas.
All right. It's always tough to pick between Green Bay and Minnesota.
I don't understand that one. I really don't. It's real hard for me to understand how hard that is when the Packers are generally win that division.
Well, the Packers' offense is worse, but they have a better defense, and the Vikings' offense is better, but their defense needs work. I'll go with Minnesota at 11-5. Packers at 10-6.
Well, that's a big fall.
Yeah, they don't have the receivers. Bears at 7-9, I guess, if their defense is healthy. And the Lions at 6-10.
Okay, Ricky, you're up.
All right, this one, I think I'm not sure about the Lions. I wonder if the Lions don't somehow pull something out this year.
A rabbit out their hat? Because I think so too.
I'm wondering. I'm serious. Last year they looked great. They just couldn't figure out a way to get a win.
Well, they had Stafford was injured throughout the season, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude's always injured, but he's always playing anyway. Whether he's, you know what I mean, even when he's injured. But like honestly, he cut his foot off and he's still out there pushing it. You know. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the Lions at 7-9. Put the Bears at 8-8. Put Minnesota at 10-6. And I'm going to say that Green Bay goes 11-5.
Marcus?
Packers 10-6.
Okay.
Vikings 10-6. Bears 8-8. Lions 8-8.
Wow. All right, I got the Packers going 12-4. I got the Vikings going 10-6. I have the Bears going 9-7. And I think a lot of it's got to do with who's going to be the quarterback by midseason. And I have the Lions going 8-8.
Trubisky was named the starter today.
Well, yeah, but I said by the middle of the season.
We'll pick up
Not
Josh.
change. Asking for a friend. Are we allowed to adjust or change our predictions?
No. All right, Matthew, you're up.
Well, somebody said that they don't have no receivers, but they had the same receivers as last year, and they still finished top of the NFC or close
13-3.
behind it. Yeah, close behind it. So I'm gonna say 12-4 for the Packers. The Vikings, they got a young crew with Justin Jefferson receiving wise, so I'm gonna go 10-6. Their defense is kind of slacking. The Lions, man, they got Swift as a running back. They got the Ohio State cornerback. Their defense was good. It is could never win it. I mean, they gave the Chiefs a hell of a run. What was it, week 2, week 3? So if they stay healthy, I say 9-7. They make the playoffs. And Bears, it doesn't matter if it's Mitch Trubisky, Nick Foles, the punter. They're going 4-12.
4-12.
Okay.
All righty. Now we have the NFC East.
Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Washington football team. Dallas.
Okay, this might be the easiest division that we've had to break down all night. So clear cut, easy. Cowboys win the division. I got them at. Yeah, I got them up there at 13 wins.
You must be a Cowboys fan, huh?
No, I'm a Patriots fan. They finally got a real coach.
Okay.
They have a top 5 talent roster with a real coach finally. They're deep, except at every other position.
That will do more than just sit there and go.
Yeah, you just threw your 4th interception. That's okay. Good try. Good throw. Okay, so there's only one playoff team in that division. Eagles go 2nd place. Actually, no. You know what? I'll go Giants in 2nd place. Giants at 7. Giants at 7.
You hear this, Holmes?
What's that?
I said, Dennis Holmes, you hear this?
Oh, he's heard it from me before, just like Ron heard it about the Falcons from me. I give the Birds are going to have bad seasons, most of them.
Giants are going to go what?
8-8 or 7-9. Sorry, 7-9.
7-9.
The Eagles, man, what a mess they've fallen into since the Super Bowl win. I'll go. They're sparse. I'll go 6-10. And
I'll be watching the same NFL.
I mean, I'll give you some other time on a different show my reasons why Philly won't do anything, but I've got a pretty good one. And Washington football, new name, new rebranding. That doesn't change the flaws and bad stuff on your team. 1-15. That defense can't ever put anything together. The O-line, I don't know about it, and no running game and one receiver, nothing outside of McLaurin. It's rough.
Okay, Ricky, you're up.
All right. Let's go. Dallas, obviously. 12-4 for Dallas. That's if Jerry Jones doesn't get involved. Let's go. Honestly, Philadelphia at 9-7. New York Giants. Sorry, New York Giants at. I want to say the same thing. Honestly, actually, 9-7 for them, and
the Washington football team.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I get why Dallas said what he said, but to be honest, with Haskins and possibly because like I said earlier, I think something happens and another quarterback gets a shot. Maybe Alex Smith comes in. Oh man, let's go 4-12.
Okay, Marcus?
I really don't mean to sound like a homer. I think Dallas runs away with this division this year. I really do. I think the thing that's been holding Dallas back for years has been Jason Garrett. I think Mike McCarthy's a real coach. If Jerry will stay out of his way, this guy he's gonna do awesome things. I got the Cowboys, but I still got them at 11-5. I think they still have a couple of question marks on their defense, but I like the kid Trayvon Diggs. I think their defensive line is going to be incredible. I think that and I think they're going to have a top 4 offense this year. After everything that I've seen, Dallas, I kind of agree with you. I'm going to take the Giants in second place. I originally had the Eagles at second place, but they had so many opt-outs and so many injuries. They lost their left tackle. Zach Ertz is going through a thing. Miles Sanders is hurt.
Alshon Jackson can't stay healthy.
Alshon Jeffrey's hurt. Deshaun Jackson's always hurt. I'm going to go Giants at I think only one team comes out this division. The Giants 8-8, Eagles 8-8, and Washington 6-10.
Okay, I have the Cowboys at 11-5. I have the Eagles at 8-8. Or no, I'm sorry, 9-7. I was going to go 8-8, but I still think that they'll be all right. I have the Giants at 6-10, and I have the Washington football team. See, I'm being nice. At 4-12.
Okay.
All right, Matthew. Oh, Matthew's not here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I just don't see you.
So for my division winner, I'm going to go to the same people who did it last year. They had the same injuries as last year. They had no running game. Their defense got better this year with Darius Slay. So I'm going to go with the Eagles, 11-5. The Giants, they have y'all said they're getting better in second place, but they have no receivers. Their running game's already hurt. Saquon Barkley is already going to miss a couple games, they're saying. So that's going to hurt them. So I'm going to say they're going to go 5-10 or 5-11. Washington football team, if Alex Smith is what he is, I say they're going to do well. I don't think they start him off the back, so I'm going to say they're going to go 3-13. And the Dallas Cowboys, 0-16 easily.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I had to mess with Marcus over there. I got to say 10-6. I'm not sold on Zach, man. He just disappears mid-season. He has a great offense, and he disappears. Hopefully, it's his coaching. We'll see. That's why I give him 10-6, because you don't know what it is. It could be him or his coaching. So this is the year to prove it.
okay. I have.
Back stats. Just saying.
I mean, I have video as well, but I have all of our picks for the whole season, for the end of the season.
Okay.
That way we can go back.
We're going to revisit this in a few months, and there's going to be some people eating crow, and there's going to be some people.
It's going to be
talking
me being right on the nose.
There's be a few people. So there's all the picks right there. So we got a little bit of time left. We're gonna go to levels. You know what, Ramona? Before we go to levels, give me the Buffalo Bill. Give me them Buffalo Bills. Give me them Buffalo Bills. Them Buffalo Bills joints.
What are you talking about?
The Buffalo Bills, please. The commercial.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Get it put down there. Okay, here we go. Another set of shoes that we're raffling off.
These will be the first one. These will be the first ones that will be raffled off. They will be the winner will be announced 2 Sundays from this upcoming Sunday on the Buffalo Bills early show with Andre the Torch Robinson and Mookie Hawkins.
Can you
We
tell
will
us
announce
what the prices are for these tickets? Do you have the
$5 for 1 ticket, $8 for 2 tickets, $12 for 3 tickets, 5 tickets for 20, and 10 tickets for 40. So the more you get, the more money you save and more opportunities that you have. So these will be the first ones, and then each week after that we'll be announcing the winner. And we have more. We have 2 more. We have 3 more pairs coming. We have 3 out now. We got 3 more coming. So be on the lookout. Next week we'll be introducing a new pair of shoes, a new pair of cleats. So as you all know, one of my favorite sections. There's levels to this. Where we compare things. Now we talked about some of these players earlier. These were some of the top draft picks, awesome players, highly touted rookies. You got Joe Burrow, #1 overall pick. Tua out of Alabama, Judy out of Alabama, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, CeeDee Lamb, and Henry Ruggs. Who are you most excited to see quickly? And I'm going to start off with you.
Judy, you'd like skip Judy completely.
No, I didn't. I said Tua and Judy out of Alabama.
Okay, I just didn't hear you say Judy. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm going to start off with Ricky Bobby on this one. Who are you most excited to see? Who do you think will have the best season out of these guys, or out of offensive rookie? Who do you see?
Okay. Honestly, it's with me being a Chiefs fan, it's going to sound obvious, but honestly, there's 3 big ones in the AFC West. I'm real interested in watching Jerry Jeudy, Ruggs, and obviously Edwards-Helaire. I like the fit of Edwards-Helaire. I think the speed of Ruggs in Las Vegas is going to be interesting. I think he makes hold on a second. I think he makes a huge difference in that offense. I think that team is going to be much better with him. And I honestly kind of find it interesting. There's not a whole lot of talk about rookie quarterbacks this year. A lot of other talk, but I'm really interested in those 3, and I'm interested in Jerry Jeudy. I feel like it's going, with all the talk about Chiefs offense, obviously. Raiders made an improvement last year, and it seemed like their draft really hit big last year, so I'm kind of curious to see how this year plays out. But those are the 3 I'm pretty interested in, and I think we'll make a splash.
Well, the biggest thing is which offensive rookie are you most excited for out of those 6, or if you have one that that ain't on this list?
Probably Edwards-Helaire. I mean,
because we're about 4 minutes out before the end of the show, so we're gonna try and speed this up a little bit.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Go ahead real quick. We got a little bit of time. We started a little bit late, so we got a little bit of time. We got about 10 minutes, but go ahead.
Okay.
I'll just go with that.
Okay, go ahead, Dallas.
So these guys should be exciting to watch up on the board, but I'm gonna go with someone not pictured. Rather than Edwards-Helaire, I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor out in Indianapolis.
Okay, he's going to definitely get a lot of opportunities.
I think he's going to split the carries even 50-50 with Marlon Mack. You also have Nyheim Hines in the mix. Taylor can be used more in the pass reception game than Hines or Mack can. He's got the speed on the edge. Not sure about the between the tackles running, but with an arguable top 3 line in Indy in that offense, he's definitely going to get the deferment of the work out of the backfield for passing downs. So I think he's going to have a nice season.
All right, Matthew.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Jonathan Taylor.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I gotta agree with him. I gotta say Jonathan Taylor. The Colts have the best offensive line, and I think he's going to take the starting job from Mack. He can hit the holes better, like he said. He can catch out of the backfield a lot better. He's just an all-around better running back. I think he's going to be probably the second best in the South behind Derrick Henry.
Okay, Mr.
And
Briggs.
that's coming from a Texans fan.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I think that Tua will be the president of the Dolphins, and I think that he will absolutely step out on that field and make a huge difference. I think the Dolphins actually have a chance of making the playoffs with some of the moves and some of the picks they've got. So I don't know. I have this feeling about Tag. Granted, I'm a Bama fan, so I'm really excited for him to see what he's going to do. And I really feel like that they started redoing this Miami Dolphins team. I don't know if their prospects were for Tag. I think they were actually looking at Burrows. But, when Tag got injured, it's the only reason why Burrows finished where he did in college. It's the only reason why he's a Heisman Trophy winner, because Tag got hurt. Period. Point blank. We all know that. We ain't stupid. So, anyway.
Well, hopefully he bounces back from that injury, because that was the same injury Bo Jackson had, and look what happened to Bo. So hopefully he can bounce back.
Well, and there's a lot better procedures done now than what they were back when Bo suffered that same injury.
I think back in the day, if you caught an ACL, that damn near was a career ender. But for me, I'm gonna go CeeDee Lamb. I just think I've seen. I know it sounds. I thought he was the best receiver in the draft, and to get him at 17. And to pair him with that offense that they already have, I think he's just gonna. I think before the end of the year, he may end up being Dallas's #1 receiver. I really do believe it. I think he's that. I think he's that good. I really do. And the thing with him, he doesn't have to come in and be that. He could just be a guy. He's going to be looking at third cornerbacks and safeties. They're not going to be they're going to look to stop Ruggs. Ruggs is going to be the Raiders' #1 receiver, the best receiver on their team day one. And same thing with Jude, he kind of could just blend in because Cortland Sutton's their #1. And that's the same thing with CeeDee Lamb. He can just blend in and just play his game. So next one, NFL players who retired earlier than expected that you really just hated to see go. Really quickly, guys, 30 seconds for everybody. Mr. Briggs, you go ahead and go first.
The great Luke Kuechly. I hate to see him go.
Yeah, those concussions just really caught up to him. Dallas?
I wasn't old enough to see him play, but from everything I've seen, the clips of Barry Sanders, if I had been alive to see him play and then to see him go early, that would have been pretty heartbreaking to lose a true star like that so early because he just wasn't having fun with the game anymore.
Yeah, no doubt. Ricky Bobby?
Man, I'm thinking of so many. It doesn't have to be one recent. It can be It can be several years ago or.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, whoever
some of
you
these
want,
guys were
the
years
player
ago.
who
Oh, there's so many. I'm going to go ahead and go with Jamal Charles, though. Could you imagine him on this Chiefs offense that they have now?
he had a pretty long career. He just,
Yeah, if his prime would have been around the time of this offense now.
yeah, no doubt. Ramona,
I'm hands down. I'm going with Barry Sanders. And you know what, Dallas, I am so sorry that you did not get to see that talent, and to
go to you
wonder
too.
what this kid, to wonder what that guy could have done if he had stayed in. The real shame of him leaving early, retiring early, was because the team that he played for. Could you put Barry Sanders on the Cowboys? Put Barry Sanders on the Pittsburgh Steelers? Put him on any of those football teams, and you have a total different back. And the thing is, he did a lot of that all on his own. Don't get me wrong. There were times that he had a hell of a line to run behind, especially the one offensive lineman that ended up going to your Patriots from my little town of Richlands, Virginia. Mike Compton.
Huh, I didn't actually know he came from the Lions. Go figure.
Yes, Mike Compton. The year that Sanders was like breaking records and stuff, Compton was creating those holes on that offensive line. Trust me.
Yeah.
And I watched Mike Compton even when he played for the Patriots at that point. So yeah, there you go. There's mine. 30 seconds.
For me, it's easy. For me, it's easily Barry Sanders. I mean, all of these guys are great, but it's the reason why to this day I hate the Detroit Lions. There was another guy on that list. There was Megatron. They're just a terrible organization. I mean, they've had two of the greatest players at their respective position, and they just wasted them. They wasted them. And if you want to throw another player in there, Ndamukong Suh on the defensive side of the ball, they just can't.
Well, yeah.
They don't know.
But listen, Stu had a lot of problems when he first came into the league. I mean, you're going to sit there and stomp on a man's leg. Come on.
I mean, he was dirty, but he was a dominating player, and they just can't keep good players. They can't. And last but not least, topic for tonight, we got which running back would you like to have on your team for the next 5 seasons? Quickly, Mr. Brick.
Running back for the next 5 seasons. If he can stay healthy, I'll keep David Johnson. The dude has shown that he can produce if he can stay healthy, especially behind this up and coming Texans line. So I'm going to stick with David Johnson.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He's not even on this list. Okay.
Yeah, out of the guys on this list, that's a tough one to go. I'm gonna have to go with Saquon. No disrespect to Zeke, but you look at the respective situations that each of them has been put into. Barkley has had to deal with the coaching and scheme overturns and changes. Zeke was thrust into a pretty generous position with the offense around him in that offensive line. And I know even with the retirements and the injuries of like Travis Frederick and stuff and the time Zach Martin was out, that Zeke still produced. But you put Barkley in Dallas and you put Zeke in New York, I think Barkley has the numbers that Zeke has, but I don't think Zeke puts up the same numbers Barkley does. He's a better pass receiver than Zeke just by a little, and I think they're both good at hitting the hole. But if you want to tackle one of them, one-on-one in the open field, I'm more terrified to have Barkley break my ankles than Zeke.
All right, Ricky.
All right. Hey, sorry. Earlier I thought you said a player that retired either too early or that you hated to see go. So I'm sorry for the confusion. And off this list, on my team, I would have to go McCaffrey because I feel like his pass catching ability would be perfect for my Chiefs.
I'm sorry. I know that Henry's got a few years on him, but I'm still gonna take Jerome Bettis. Come on. I'm a Steeler fan. I'm gonna take Henry. Period. I want somebody that's gonna run the ball down a damn linebacker's throat. That's what I want. Yeah, give me Henry. I'll take Henry. Who you taking there, Marcus?
I'm actually gonna take Derrick Henry too. I just think for the next 4 or 5 years, I don't think he's gonna have a very long career. But
to be fair, you've got Elliott already on your team too.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have a long. I think he'll flame out because of the way he runs the ball. But for the next 4 or 5 years, to give this guy, he's a unicorn. He's definitely a unicorn. I'm a big Zeke fan and a big Barkley fan, but there's nothing like him in the league. 6'4", 250 pounds with 4.4 speed. That is not something that you want to see coming your way. So,
right.
That's everything for tonight, guys. Parting shots. Dallas, and I'll start with you.
What are we doing? What'd you say? Parting what?
Parting shots. Last words.
Well, actually, I'm gonna show one more thing real quick before we do parting. We're gonna show the Philadelphia Eagles shoes. Yep. I'm not sure if it's shared.
I can't see the video. Oh, there we go.
I don't think it's shared.
You started again? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought it did. I thought it went all the way through, but then I didn't see anything show up. So
I didn't see it. It didn't show up.
That's weird. All right, well, that's all right. We're gonna be advertising them on the Rise Up Family group and the page. So
checking on the Rise Up page and checking on the my
the
personal
website.
page, the website, and look how you get the opportunity to win those cleats. So we're really excited about that. We're looking forward to raising a lot of money to help out and put on better shows and a better product for everybody in the Rise Up family. Last words, Dallas?
Yeah, got just a couple things here. Real quick on the Eagles. Like I said, I was going to give a synopsis earlier. For Matthew, injury-prone glass QB who can't stay healthy, always out by week 10 of the season, never plays in the playoffs. Deshaun Jackson and Jeffrey can't stay healthy. Jeffrey can't catch. In general, you lost Brandon Brooks to the torn ACL. No linebackers on defense. And the secondary is still suspect behind Darius Slay. Sidney Jones is not anything. They have no depth behind that. That's why I think they're going to be so bad. And for my Patriots, Cam Newton named the starter. Belichick says no player he's ever had works harder than Cam. Named him a team captain over a guy like Edelman who's been there. If Cam's healthy and still has he's only 30. If he's healthy and still has ability to play and he's bought into the system, which it looks like he has, Belichick and a former MVP winner and an athlete like Cam, very scary combo.
Okay.
Matthew?
Ricky Bobby.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, say hi.
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 Bye, baby.
Guys.
Hi.
I just real quick, I'm gonna have to hop off here. I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for having me on here. I appreciate it. I'm sorry about the having trouble hearing you. I have no idea why that is. And in the words of Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, that's I know. That was perfect.
All right, guys.
Thanks so much. We appreciate it. All right, now.
Thank you for having me.
All right, now. Thanks for coming through. Mr. Briggs, last words?
Yeah, back at Dallas, last 3 years, they had the same thing: glass QB, suspect receiver, suspect defense, and they won the Super Bowl. They won the division. So yeah, I heard somebody say that my Texans don't have no weapons. That's a lie. We got Brandon Cooks. Will Fuller's going to stay healthy. We got the same offense as the Chiefs, and our offensive line got better. And so that way, no DeAndre Hopkins. So Washington doesn't have to hold on the ball for 7.3 seconds and get sacked 20 times. So my Texans are the real deal this year. We just played in the two tougher divisions.
Just hope that Cooks doesn't knock his head off the turf and get a concussion. Then he's done for half the season.
Did you? Whoa! What? Hang on. Did you just say that the Houston Texans are like the Kansas City Chiefs? Did you just say that? I don't know.
All
Maybe
speed.
my hearing.
All speed. Have you seen their 40 times? They're all speed.
They're okay.
No hands.
Okay.
Well, one guy doesn't have hands, Will Ferrell, but that's about it.
Has Will Fuller ever played a full 16 games?
He hasn't. Hopefully this is the year, his contract year, so hopefully he balls out.
And you said David Johnson. Are we really comparing David Johnson to? We're comparing David Johnson to who? And who's the starting tight end? The starting tight end for the Texans?
The same guy who led the NFL in touchdowns, Mr. David Phelps.
Okay. I'm sure when everybody thinks of David Phelps, they think of Travis Kelce too. Ramona, last words.
Last words, you guys. You guys just keep talking. You guys keep putting the Steelers as underdogs. I'll love it because I'm telling you, if Ben Roethlisberger is 70% of what he was in 2018, the way that the guy is a field general with that defense, you just don't know what the hell you're going to see. I'm telling you, I know what you're going to see. If he's 70% of what he was in 2018 with the talent that we've picked up and the receiving core we have, and I know everybody keeps saying, oh, the running game's bad, Well, you know what? It's a new season. You got 4 different backs coming out of that backfield with a brand new fullback in Derek Watt and Eric Ebron coming in as a tight end on this team. I'm telling you right now, Ben's got all kinds of weapons all over that field now. If Ben's 70%, watch out.
Okay. All of these theories will be put to the test. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure that y'all are checking out the cleats. Make sure you're getting your tickets for the cleats. We got a whole new stuff coming out. Make sure you go to the t-shirt page if you need a long sleeve t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt, and I even got hoodies now. Make sure you're picking those up. That's how we make money so we can put on shows, buy equipment and stuff like that to put on nice shows. We appreciate you guys. Enjoy the first week of the season. We'll be back next week to review the Thursday night game that we predicted tonight, the KC Houston game, and also making our predictions for the first full week of the season next Friday here on the Alphabet Show, the OnPoint Network, Rise Up family. We appreciate y'all. Be safe out there. Have a good night, and we'll see y'all next week. Okay, bye bye.
And I did post the Rise Up website for the viewers, so and that website will be available for everybody soon. Y'all have a good night, and thank you all for joining us, and thank all the viewers for showing up and commenting in the comment sections, and hopefully we can have all you guys back on another show.